Woo! It's showtime! Woo!
Alright, so I'm back with another tier list. Well, this one is JP, not global. If you want global, I put the iCard somewhere on the top right. You'll actually get to see the same, like almost same update, but some of the units that are on this tier list will not be on there, like Tech Ultimate Gohan, the LR Blue Boys, etc. Are they even on this one? Please tell me they are. Okay, they are. I'm like, where the heck are they? But yep, I'm going to be updating this tier list, so let's just get started. Now, I'm actually going to be doing the changes first before I update the units, but yeah, I might as well do that. So, I did do a couple throughout the past, Rainbow Showcases. I realized that some of the units are actually a lot better than where they usually are. So, first of all, Hit does not belong down here anymore. I know Hit is not a great unit to have on your team as a lead, let alone be useful as a sub or as a unit in general. But because of the level link system, and plus the amount of damage that he can do and the amount of stats that he gets every time he comes into rotation, I think he deserves to get at least a rank up. Now, if you guys don't know what Hit does, Hit is a Universe 6 lead slash Universe Survival Saga lead. Keep us 3 and 130% to Universe 6 and 150% to Universal Survival Saga. And he's good. He's like in quote unquote good, but he's not that great. If they gave him defense, then yeah, he would be amazing. But the great thing about him is the fact that his links are pretty impressive, actually. You got experienced spires, which is actually pretty common with some of the Gokus in there, with some of the Gokus in the TOP or in Terminal Power. You also, let me see who else we got. You got LR Go Frieza, which are the you got LR Go Frieza, who's really good with him. You got units like, hopefully, I think that's the only unit you could probably link them up with. But if you did put them on their team, that would be amazing. You got Cold Judgment, which is a 20 to 25% defensive boost, which I believe which is really good. Let me tell you that it's really good. You can link them up with Vados. That's pretty much the only thing you can do with that. Infighter, who can link up with Infighter? Jiren, pretty much. Jiren, Dispo, Botamagera, and that's pretty much it. Shocking Speed, there's a lot of units with Shocking Speed, there's a lot of units with Tournament of Power. Warriors of Universe 6 is pretty small, but you got Kale, Kalipa, Vados, Botamagera, Kaba, and you got First Battle, which is a very amazing link. Which basically overall he has really good links, but his passive is not too great. But if you utilize him in a way that you can try to throw up stuns, but at the same time lower the enemy's attack and defense, he's pretty good. Which is the reason why I'm going to bump him up. I know people are going to be very disappointed. I'm going to bump him up by 2 tiers. Now, I should have made this in the beginning, huh? All my opinions and my thoughts will... No, let me rephrase that. All the things I'm going to be saying are all my opinions, so please don't be pissed. I don't want to try to piss people off or anything else, but these are my thoughts, these are my opinions. This is what I think the best tier list for JP would be, based off of the my experience with the units that I've been using. Who else am I going to bump? Oh yeah, I'm going to bump Buhan to double S because he actually has a partner. He partners up with the brand new Boo tanks that transforms into Buhan, who literally has the exact same links as this Buhan, just that he doesn't have legendary power, but literally out of literally every one of his links except for legendary power makes this guy a great partner, and I think he belongs in this tier. Yeah, I know he doesn't. He heals a lot, that's for sure, and he does get attack and defense per key spear. But bro, he links so well with him. He's literally his partner. Who else am I going to bump up? Doesn't look like I can bump anyone up from A tier. No, but I could honestly bump him up to S tier, but I don't think it's a good idea because of his chance to guard, which is not as great. But he is a great partner for this Gohan once he uses his active skill. There we go. Who else? Can I bump anyone up from S tier? Okay, maybe I can bump up you to triple S tier. He's actually very good once he easy A's. So when you easy A Super 17, I think I could just do this. Because there are only, I believe this is the one. Yup, this is it. And I'm going to Dokkan Awakening. There we go. So when you easy A him, he literally becomes a good lead for Extreme and Super, which is great. He greatly raises attack and defense on his Super and greatly lowers defense in his Super as well. He reduces damage by 40% straight up. Okay, that's also in his previous state before he easy A's, but then he gets an additional minus 6% damage reduction up to a max of 30, which means he can actually reduce damage by 70% with no HP restrictions. With no HP restrictions, this guy is amazing. 70% damage reduction is actually really nice to have, and I think this guy's really worth it. Plus he gets 3 key or 1 key up to a max of 3 key, and 30% attack up to a max of 150% for every attack received. So basically, after 3 hits you get 3 key, after 5 hits you get 150% attack, and 30% damage reduction, which is amazing. Plus, he gives target Goku category allies 17% chance to crit. That includes himself, meaning that he already has a built-in chance to crit. Yeah, yeah, imagine that. Unfortunately, this does not stack with the potential system buffs because they're calculated separately. So if you want to give him crit separately, you could if you want to, but I don't recommend it because he already has this. But you choose how you want your units to be built. His links are obviously pretty good for androids and a little bit of GT on the side, but overall this unit is a beast. He's a literal beast, and he deserves to be on triple S tier. Maybe Z tier if I felt like it, but you know, triple S tier is like the more reasonable, balanced point between Z and double S tier. Any other bump ups I could do? Doesn't look like anything besides that point. But yeah, I think that's it. If they made this guy's EZA a lot better, I would definitely bump him up maybe to S or double S tier. But since his EZA is not out yet, he does not stay up there for too long. Now we can actually add in the 2 new units. So let me just take out these 2. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is obviously Majin Buu Gotenks. If you guys haven't seen my global tier list, I did talk about this guy extensively, but I'm going to talk about him extensively again for JP players. So he is a power absorption or Majin power category, key plus 4, 130% in HP and 130% to attack and defense. He is another lead, he's another Majin power lead, just like the Tech Exchange Buu, except he brings in a brand new category called Power Absorption, which is basically Cells and Dr. Jiro's, Android 19, I believe other Super Boos as well. Yep, oh yeah, Android 13 as well. So this is a really good category. This is basically artificial life forms. It's basically a copy of artificial life forms, so you'll be fine. There's a lot of units with regeneration in here, I believe, right? well, Metamorphosis actually. But the wall standing tall is pretty common within this category as well. Because of Buekolo, you got, I believe these two boos do the same thing. Do have some of the same links. Oh, they have regeneration. Not, what was it? Metamorphosis, right? Yeah, they only have regeneration. Well, they have the wall standing tall. No, they don't. No, never mind. They don't have wall standing tall. Well, I think it's just the other super boos and this boo as well. But this is a very, very good unit. And let me see what else. Yeah, his categories are super good. His links are really good. And his active skill is very easy to activate. You just need to be at least 50% or more HP, and it has to start, and you can activate it from the start of the 4th turn. Basically, you can activate it whenever you want, and you can interchange between the super attack. So his 12 key gives him lets him stack attack, while his 18 key lets him stack defense. So, along with this, his passive really makes him really good because he restores 12% HP at the start of every turn. He gets 120% attack and defense, and he gets 1 key, an additional key per key spare obtained, with a medium chance of having an additional super attack, which is awesome. That's really good, and it makes it easier for him to get his 12 or 18 key. If you have this unit, definitely Dokkan Awaken him, or if you don't have him, make sure you try to pull him before the end of this celebration. By the time you're watching this, in probably the near future, it'll probably be either over, or it's very close to over, or you haven't pulled him yet. Next up, when you activate his active skill, he goes into Buhan. It's literally the same skill, literally same leader skill. His super attack mechanics do change a little bit, so instead of stacking attack and defense, which you could save up to when you get to his active skill, he raises attack for 1 turn on both his 12 and 18 key, which by the way does sound pretty small because, like, yeah, it's a 30% increase, but it's actually a huge increase because of his passive, because he does get an additional attack and has a medium chance, which is 25% chance. Yeah, 25% chance of being a super, which is very, very good. He also gets an additional key spear obtained for every key spear, obviously, and he also gets 5 key for 5 turns, and he also seals the attacked enemy super attack for 5 turns, but it's only used once. Kinda sucks that it could have been 10 turns, just like a Super Vegito, but I can see why they did this. They don't want to make it too overpowering. Well, considering the fact that they give Vegito 5 key literally at the beginning of every freaking turn. And let's see what else. His links do change a little bit. The only thing that changes is big bad bosses, and the reason why I say he's very good is because, like I said, he has a partner, which is this boo. So if you link him up with this boo, he's gonna be unstoppable. All of his links, literally, once you 7 of his links will activate right. What, 7 of his links will activate right off the bat. Plus, he is literally on every category that Buhan is on, so it doesn't really matter. He's just that good. So, yeah, that's the reason why. And I did place him on Z tier in global, so why not place him on here too? You know, just to make it a resemblance between the global and the JP tier list. If they ever do come together at some point, then this tier list may be irrelevant or relevant depending on whatever Dokkan does. But that's pretty much it on this category. And in this boo. By the way, both of these are both of the units, by the way, are really freaking disgusting. Next up, we got this freaking Goku and Vegeta that fuses into Super Vegito. They are a secondary lead and the best lead for the Majin Buu Saga category, which is Gear 3 key and 130% HP and 170% attack and defense. They also introduce a brand new category into both global and GP, which is the Battle of Wits. Now, it's just basically units who consist of characters who fight by making great use of their intelligence. I guess that's a great definition of Battle of Wits. But the category is pretty good. You got Tech Vegito, you got Int Vegito who links really well with this unit if they go into Super Vegito. You got Blue Vegito, you got Krillin, both Krillins, who are really good. You got Trunks here, who's actually a very solid unit for guard. You got this Super Vegito, who's really good in his EZA. His EZA is actually a little overhyped, but it's still really good. You got Tech Trunks. Is the Int Goten in here? No, he's not. I wish they put him in here. Yeah, you got the Tech Trunks, who's really good. You got this Tech Candy Vegito, who dodges like a freak. So, who else? You got Master Roshi, who stuns. You got the Tech Transforming Trunks, Tech Vegito Blue. Who else? In Spirit Sword Trunks. You got Few. Who else do we got? Physical Movie Heroes Trunks. You got Physical Piccolo. You got Android 17. Physical Trunks. This one. This Physical Super Vegito if you don't have the AGL one. You got Physical Vegito Blue. All these units are disgusting. Seals is okay. Toa is actually pretty decent if you need an emergency heal right off the bat, but this category is pretty decent. I like it. But it does go well with the Majin Saga category, which is the reason why they're really good. Their super attack raises attack and defense on both their 12 and 18 key, where the only difference between them is this one 12 key does Colossal while the 18 key does Mega Colossal, which is the typical way of doing the 12 and 18 keys. Their passive is basically 120% attack and defense at the start of turn. They reduce damage by 30%, which is disgusting, really, because of the amount. When you look at their stats and then look at their damage reduction, they're actually not taking that much damage. Let's be clear here. They get an additional key per key Spirit Obtained, just like Boo Tanks and Buhan. And you also get a medium chance to launch an additional super, just like Boo Tanks and Buhan. When you can only activate their active skill when their HP is 77% or less, which is much better. The reason why is I'm going to compare this unit with this unit. Yes, I know this unit, this Int, Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta, along with Super Vegeta, are really good. They're a really good unit. However, their conditions are, and please forgive me, but they're shit. Their conditions, their Patara conditions are shit. Sure, you can probably stick around for very long periods of time in a very long event like the Legendary Goku event, or somehow you make it past the 6th turn in the Super Battle Road, or any other, or what was it, the Infinite Dragon Ball History event, any of those stages, you could probably get this to kick off. But in majority of the events, that's never going to happen. It's kind of the same thing with this one, but the HP restriction is actually much better than this. How could you go below 50% and start from the 6th turn, where this is so much better? And even though the 4th turn restriction is very common nowadays, it's actually not that bad. It's like 2 rotations, I believe. But this is a much better active skill. Yeah, I know this is an active skill compared to a fusion condition, but this is much better. This is much better than this. Now let's move on to their links. Obviously, some of their links are actually pretty much the same, are they? Well, except for Super Saiyan and everything, but they have certain warrior race, experienced fighters, the Saiyan lineage, shocking speed, prepared for battle, fierce battle, and legendary power. Very good links for this unit. And plus, since they're Saiyans, they always get prepared for battle no matter what. Yeah, it's very common with pure Saiyan units like this. They're in Majin Buu Saga, Patara, Pure Saiyans. joined forces Super Saiyans, Kamehameha, Final Trump Card, and Battle of the Wits. And you're probably guessing, how did Pure Saiyans get in there? But thanks to they did announce that they're making changes with units like these. So the units such as like the Goku and Vegetas, all the Goku and Vegetas, including the 30th anniversary ones, are getting put into Pure Saiyans. I think those are the only ones. I might have missed some, but thank God they did it. We've been asking for like 2 years to put them in there, and they finally did it. So I'm really glad they did that, which makes this unit even better. Oh crap! I forgot to talk about his stats, huh? Well, Butank's stats are really good. Their stats are also really good as well. So let's not forget about that. But that's pretty much it about their before they use their active skill. Now when you use their active skill, he becomes even better. So once you use it, it becomes Super Vegito. Are they the same? Yeah, it's literally the same thing. So his super attack, 12 and 18 key, it's literally the same thing, except the fact that it might be a lot bigger than before. The stats may be a lot bigger than before, depending on how you put him in the potential system. So that's one. The other thing about it is the fact that, here, let me put up the Super Vegito, because there's a minor difference between them. The only difference between them is the fact that this guy recovers full HP up to max, whereas he recovers 50% of the HP, which is not bad, you know. And second, he actually gives crits. He gets an additional key per key spear with doesn't matter if it's a rainbow key spear or any other key spear. And he gets 5 key, plus he perceives enemy super attacks for 10 turns. Whereas the end one just gets 150% attack and defense, just like this one. And he only gets 3 key per rainbow key spears. An additional 3 key from rainbow key spears, nothing more than that. Nothing more than that. And that's what makes this guy better. It's just the fact that he has a medium chance to crit on his counters. He literally has counters and he gets crits. This is the first Vegito that actually has built-in crits, which is amazing, because this is 25%? Yes, it's 25% to crit, and he is amazing. Which is the reason why he'll deal, like, I don't know, up to 10 million damage is what I presume. I've seen videos, I've tested him out myself. I actually do have him on global, but I don't have him on JP, so I need to get him, but he's really good. So that's the reason why I'm going to put him up here. Now, yeah, that's pretty much it on the Super Vegetos, but he's really good. He's really good in general, and I think he deserves to be on there, just like Butank's. Now there are a couple of units that are going down one tier, and it's going to be these 2 units. They've aged a little. But not too much. Their leader skills are great. It's just that they're not gonna hit as hard. They're not gonna defend as much, and their mechanics they're really good. It's just the fact that their stats. It's just their stats in general. Their mechanic is great. Their leader skills are great, but it's just their stats. The reason why these 2 went down before is because of their transformation conditions, but otherwise this is the tier list. There's no one on D tier, which I should just delete. So this is the tier list for September 2020 for JP Dokkan. This is not global, this is JP. Remember that. So that's pretty much it. If you guys think I should make more updates on this, comment down in the section. Just comment in that. Just put it down in the comment section below. Jesus. If you have any thoughts, opinions about this tier list so far, make sure you guys also put that in the comment section below. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you do so. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers. And by the way, I don't usually put this on here, but I am taking in donations, because so if you want to support my channel, if you guys want to see me do more summons or more showcases with my primary or with my main JP slash global accounts, you guys can donate it through the Streamlabs. I have it in the description, somewhere in the description and or the comment section. I don't know which one, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. And by the way, you guys don't have to donate if you don't want to.